Humans built wonders too. Temples carved from mountains, cities floating on water, walls stretching across continents. Together, nature and humanity have created places that feel magical, unforgettable, and sometimes impossible. Today, we take you on a journey across the top 50 most beautiful places on Earth, exploring each wonder with deep detail, history, geography, culture, science, and emotion. To one, the Maldives Ocean Paradise. The Maldives is a necklace of more than 1,000 coral islands floating in the Indian Ocean. From above, the islands look like turquoise gems scattered across deep blue water. Why it's beautiful, the ocean has 50+ shades of blue, changing with sunlight. White sand beaches are so soft they feel like powder. Coral reefs surround each island, glowing with colorful marine life. Underwater world, the Maldives sits on ancient volcanoes now sunken beneath the ocean. Coral grew on top of them for thousands of years, creating underwater cavascoral garden reefs full of fish, turtles, rays, and sharks. When sunlight enters the water, it creates glowing patterns that look unreal. Sunsets and every evening. The sky explodes with orange, purple, and pink. The ocean reflects these colors like liquid glass. Life and culture. Local Maldivian culture is a mix of South Asian, African, Arab. People live simple lives, fishing, crafting boats, and welcoming travelers with warmth. This is one of the most peaceful places on Earth, a perfect beginning to our journey to Banff National Park, Canada's Blue Jewel. Banff is a place where nature seems too perfect to be real. The mountains. Sharp, rugged peaks rise suddenly from green valleys. Snow sits permanently on the tops. The Lakes. Banff is famous for its colored lakes. Lake Louise emerald green, Moraine Lake bright blue, Peyto Lake shaped like a wolf head. The water gets its color from rock flour, tiny particles from melting glaciers that reflect sunlight. Forests and wildlife. Banff is home to grizzly bears, elk wolves, mountain goats. Forests of pine and fir trees cover the valleys, filling the air with a fresh, cold scent. Winter magic snow turns Banff into a winter paradise. Frozen waterfalls, ice-covered lakes, mountains capped in white. Every season transforms Banff into a new world. 3. The Great Barrier Reef underwater kingdom, stretching over 2,300 kilometers. The Great Barrier Reef is the largest living structure on Earth. A world beneath the waves. The reef is made of billions of tiny coral animals. Together, they built underwater forests, caves, towers, colorful walls, marine life, home to 1,600+ fish species, giant turtles, rays, whales, dolphins, sharks. Some fish are neon-colored, others transparent. Some change color when colors of the reef. At sunrise, the water turns shades of pink and gold. At noon, the reef glows bright blue and green. At night, some creatures glow in the dark, a fragile wonder because it is alive. The reef is sensitive to temperature changes, pollution, storms. Scientists work every day to protect this underwater paradise. 4. Iceland Land of Fire and Ice. Iceland is a landscape built by fire and carved by ice. Volcanoes. Iceland sits on two tectonic plates splitting apart. This creates endless volcanoes, lava fields, black beaches. Lava cools into strange shapes, like sculptures made by Earth itself. Glaciers. Gigantic glaciers cover 10% of Iceland, moving slowly across the land like frozen rivers. Waterfalls because of melting ice. Iceland has hundreds of waterfalls. Skogafoss, Gullfoss, Seljalandsfoss. Each one is powerful, loud, and beautiful. Northern lights green, purple, and pink lights dance across the sky at night. They are caused by particles from the sun hitting Earth's atmosphere. Geysa's land has geysers that shoot boiling water into the air every few minutes. It is a land where nature is always alive. 5. Bora Bora Island of Dreams. Bora Bora is often called the most beautiful island in the world. The lagoon. The island's lagoon is a ring of shallow, crystal clear water with coral reefs, colorful fish, underwater mountains. The water is so bright it looks photoshopped in real life. The volcano at the center stands Mount Odomanu, a green volcanic mountain surrounded by tropical forests. Overwater bungalows, hotels built on stilts above the water let you look through glass floors, see fish swimming underneath, watch sunsets from your bedroom. Atmosphere. Quiet waves, warm winds, sweet tropical scents. Everything feels slow and peaceful. 6. Zhangjiaji, China's floating pillars. Zhangjiaji looks like another planet. The pillars. These stone pillars rise hundreds of meters tall, covered in green plants. Mist often surrounds them, making them look like floating islands. Movie inspiration. These mountains inspired the floating mountains in the movie Avatar. Unique ecosystem because each pillar is isolated. Some plants and animals live nowhere else on Earth. Weather fog, mist, and sunlight make the landscape change hour by hour. Victoria Falls, the smoke that thunders, one of the largest waterfalls in the world. Power of the falls. Millions of liters of water crash down every minute, creating massive clouds of mist rainbows stretching across the sky. Name and meaning. Locals call it Mosey. Tunya, the smoke that thunders, because the mist rises like smoke and the sound shakes the ground. Wildlife. Surrounding forests and riverbanks are full of elephants, hippos, and birds. 8. Santorini, Greece's white wonderland, an island built on a volcanic crater. The village's white houses and blue domes sit on cliffs overlooking the sea. Sunset. Santorini has one of the most famous sunsets in the world. The sky turns gold, pink, and orange. The volcano, a caldera filled with deep blue water, surrounds the island. 9. The Amazon rainforest, lungs of Earth. The Amazon is a world of its own. Sazit stretches across 9 countries and produces 20% of Earth's oxygen. Life. 2.5 million insect species, jaguars, river dolphins, sloths, thousands of birds, plants with healing powers. Most of its species haven't even been discovered yet. Climate. Constant rain, fog, and humidity make it feel ancient and alive. 10. Antelope Canyon. The sandstone fire waves, a canyon carved by water over millions of years. The walls, the rock, is shaped into smooth waves. Light shines through cracks above, making the canyon glow orange, red, and gold. Colors. At noon, sunlight enters at the perfect angle, creating a glowing beam that lights up the canyon floor. Atmosphere. Inside, it feels silent, spiritual, and sacred, like walking inside Art. 11. The Himalayas, roof of the world. Himalayas are the highest and youngest mountain range on Earth. Born from a violent collision between India and Asia, these mountains rise so high they pierce the sky itself. Mount Everest, the crown, standing at 8,848 meters. Everest is the tallest point on the planet. At the summit, the air is so thin it contains only 1/3 of the oxygen at sea level. Winds can reach hurricane speeds. Temperatures can freeze water instantly. Yet climbers risk everything to reach this icy throne. Beauty beyond height. The Himalayas are not just mountains, they are a world of their own. Deep valleys carved by glaciers, rivers roaring through narrow gorges, snowy peaks shining like diamonds, ancient monasteries perched on cliffs. Culture and spirituality. For millions, the Himalayas are sacred. Buddhists, Hindus, and local tribes believe the mountains are home to gods, spirits, and ancient souls. Prayer flags flutter in the wind, carrying blessings across the landscape. Life at high altitude. Despite the cold, life thrives. Snow leopards, mountain goats, yaks, red pandas. The Himalayas are a reminder of Earth's power, beauty, and mystery. 12. Patagonia, Earth's last wild frontier, located at the bottom of South America. Patagonia looks like a world untouched by time. Mountains like stone cathedrals. Sharp granite towers rise vertically from the ground. Torres del Paine, Fitzroy, Serra. These peaks glow red, pink, and purple during sunrise. Glaciers that glow blue. Patagonia holds some of the largest glaciers outside the poles. The Perito Moreno Glacier moves slowly like a frozen river, cracking loudly as giant ice chunks fall into the water. Vast empty lands between the mountains and the ocean lie endless plains, golden grasslands stretching toward the horizon. Guanacos, pumas, foxes, and birds roam freely. Weather of extreme Patagonia is famous for sudden storms, strong winds, and skies that change every hour. Clouds roll across mountains like ocean waves. This is nature in its wildest form. 13. The Swiss Alps, Europe's mountain paradise. The Swiss Alps are a perfect blend of natural beauty and human harmony. Picture perfect landscapes, green valleys, snow-covered peaks, wooden chalets, blue lakes, everything looks like a painting. World's most scenic railway strains cut through mountains, cross bridges, and pass villages covered in snow. One of the most famous is the Glacier Express, known as the slowest express train in the world because it moves through stunning scenery. Seasons of beauty: spring, wildflowers bloom; summer, green meadows; autumn, golden forests; winter, skiing paradise. Swiss culture: farmers make cheese in mountain huts. Villagers celebrate traditions hundreds of years old. Cowbells echo in the valleys. The Swiss Alps feel peaceful, clean, and timeless. 14. Mount Fuji, Japan's sacred symbol. Mount Fuji is more than a mountain. It is an icon. Perfect symmetry: Fuji rises alone above Tokyo, shaped like a near-perfect cone. Its snow-covered peak looks peaceful and elegant. Cherry blossoms and Fuji together. In spring, cherry blossoms bloom in soft pink clouds around the base of Fuji. This creates one of the most photographed scenes in the world. Sacred mountain for centuries, monks, samurai, and travelers climbed Fuji for spiritual purification. Shrines still stand along the paths. Fuji at sunrise, Goreiko at dawn. The sun's first rays illuminate the peak, a moment many climbers wait their whole life to witness. Mount Fuji is simplicity, harmony, and beauty combined. 15. The Dolomites, Italy's mountain kingdom. The Dolomites look like enormous stone castles rising into the sky, jagged peaks and golden light. Their unique limestone peaks turn orange and pink during sunset, a phenomenon called alpenglow. Adventure landscape, home to breathtaking trails. Tracima di Lavaredo, Saseta Ridge, Lake Braze. Each view feels cinematic. Culture: Italian, Austrian, and Latin influences mix in food, language, and architecture. Villages look like fairy tales. Wooden houses, flower balconies, cows grazing on rolling hills. 16. The Scottish Highlands, land of mist and mist. The Highlands feel ancient and mystical. Landscape of legends. Green valleys cut by rivers, rugged mountains, and moody skies. Mist moves through the hills like a living spirit. Castles and history. Ruins of ancient castles stand on cliffs and lakesides, reminders of battles, clans, and kings. Wildlife and nature. Highland cows with long orange hair, red deer, eagles. Sea cliffs. The Highlands have a special quiet, a silence filled with history. 17. The Rocky Mountains, the backbone of America. The Rockies stretch from Canada down to New Mexico. Massive range, hundreds of peaks over 4,000 meters tall. Forests, lakes, rivers, and canyons spread across thousands of kilometers. Wildlife: bears, elk, bison, wolves, bald eagles. Nature is raw and powerful. Changing seasons: snow in winter, green valleys in summer, golden aspen trees in autumn. The Rockies are one of Earth's greatest wilderness areas. 18. Table Mountain, Cape Town's flat giant, a massive, flat-topped mountain rising above the city of Cape Town. A natural wonder from the top Atlantic Ocean. Cape Town City, Robben Island, endless mountains, all visible in one majestic view. Unique plant: Stable Mountain has more plant species than some entire countries, many found nowhere else. The tablecloth. Sometimes clouds roll over the top like a white tablecloth. A dramatic natural display. 19. The Carpathian Mountains, Europe's secret forest. The Carpathians are mysterious, ancient, and full of legends. Old forests. These forests have remained untouched for centuries. Home to wolves, lynx, bear. Some areas look the same as they did thousands of years ago. Traditional villages, wooden houses, horses, old churches, and farming traditions make these villages feel frozen in time. Atmosphere: foggy mornings, deep valleys, and quiet rivers create a peaceful but mysterious setting. 2-0. The Andes, spine of South America. The Andes are the longest mountain range on Earth. Diverse worlds in one range: volcanoes in Ecuador, salt flats in Bolivia, rainforest edges in Peru, glaciers and chilly deserts in Argentina. Every region feels different. Ancient civilizations, home of the Inca Empire, with cities like Machu Picchu, hidden in cloud forests. Wildlife: llamas, alpacas, condors, flamingos. The Andes are a continent of mountains.